Okay, we're going to call the meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, considerations of any changes or additions to the agenda? I have none. Jeff, Diane?
I don't have any.
Okay. Approval of May 12th, May 13th, and May 20th minutes.
I make a motion that we approve the May 12th, the May 13th, and the May 20th minutes as written.
I'll second it. The ayes?
Aye.
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 Okay, moving on. Highway transfer stations, update, Clinton?
We're working on our 2026 grants and aid, better back roads. We finished up Packer Road today, and that's all stone lined, resurfaced, paved, seeded, so that's one of the roads that are totally up to compliance now. We're gonna start working on that section on Sawyer Hill, the cross section there, because that is part of the MRGP, so we're actually getting funded for that section of road. Last week we took a flyers class with Shrewsbury and Ludlow to bring everybody up to compliance with flagging. So we do have to. I put in for a grant for signage through our Vermont Leagues and Cities. They've got like I think a $1,500 grant for that. So it's roughly $2,000. So we'll spend about $500 to be able to get our signs all up to date. So if something happens when we're in the road, that we can be covered. The tree up at Carlton Cemetery, Josh, they took that down last week. He ended up climbing it. I'm doing it all by hand. So it was a little more than what he quoted us. He quoted us $3,000, but it figured out to be $35. But it's done and over with. So we're hoping to do the ones at the lake. He was hoping this week, but if we're going to be getting rain, I probably won't try to go out across there until it dries out again. So, and then as far as the transfer station, we got everything. We got the burn pile all cleaned up, or burnt, whatever, cleaned up and burned what we could. And then I mentioned to them guys about picking up around there a little bit. So,
Do we still have to put a ban on the burned wood pile and
yes, because people are just throwing stuff down there, and
Yes.
and the metal and the
we
tires?
didn't get. We got a notification of what needed to be done. This time we got lucky, so, and they can't keep track of the burn pile. It's too far down out of the way, and stuff's getting thrown out down there that shouldn't be getting thrown out. So
Now I know we've received, a letter from a concerned individual about the open containers, and I've had a few people come to me over the open containers.
Yep.
I'll tell you the same response that I told them. I says, you know, the individuals that are throwing material away cannot be responsible to throw unauthorized material into these roll-offs.
Yeah.
That's what made us talk about the open containers going away.
Right.
So, are we still seeing?
I haven't saw nothing since the last meeting when we brought it up. They have been watching it closer. Of course, you don't have the burn pile where they're trying to keep an eye on that and everything. So, I mean, so far it's working, but you know how that works.
So just to clarify, we're going to get rid of the burn pile
Yes, the burn pile is
for
going-
sure. And what about everything else?
That's totally up to you guys. I mean, it is handy for the metal and, you know, the other, you know, the construction debris and whatnot, but
And the tires?
people need to be responsible, you know? It's costing the town money to do, you know,
What we're doing.
what we're doing, and, you know, it's a pleasure to have it, but it's gonna become a hassle.
And with the metal pile, it's like inevitably somebody turns their back and an AC or something is
Correct.
dumped there, and then
Right.
we're on the hook for whatever that cost
40
is,
bucks.
plus
$40.
a liability of getting fined if
Right.
the inspection comes when you're not going to make a special trip every Monday when somebody drops an AC off.
The other side of it is,
when it
if we
shouldn't be.
do eliminate the open tops, that puts the swap shop shed in jeopardy because
You got nowhere to get rid of the stuff.
nowhere to get rid of the stuff. So, I guess
I mean, right now, as of the last meeting, we said we were done with it as July 1, so we'd have to just reverse that, or temporarily versus.
if we want to go that way, or I'm okay reversing it, but the first time we have an incident where materials are thrown into these open top containers that don't belong there, that will end it, as far as I'm concerned. Because there's going to be a point in time that the state's going to say enough is enough. We're going to slap a $10,000, $20,000 fine on the town. So, you know, I reach out to the townsfolks, please be responsible about your materials that you're throwing away at the transfer station. Because in my opinion, the open top containers is a privilege to have within the town. It's not a right. And I don't want to see the town have to cough up a fine for lack of responsibility, and the town realistically can't afford a fine of that nature. Jeff, Diane, your thoughts?
I've gone to the transfer station a few times in the past Saturdays, and the only feedback I've gotten is just from the attendants who had gotten feedback from a few people, but it seems like a minority that are and nobody's, aside from that one gentleman who suggested
Right.
raising prices,
It's
which isn't our prerogative. It's the
It is
fining
not.
and it's the inappropriate dumping.
That's correct. And, you know, those roll-off containers for the building materials, it's what?
$1,800 for a 40-yard container.
Every time.
And then I think it's $120 a ton after 3 ton.
Yeah.
So,
And I don't know, so I question whether on the report, if the dollars are right, because that thing gets pulled every 2 weeks, so it should be more than like the 9,000, or it showed like 9,000 last month, and I think things have got commingled in different line items.
it's usually twice
Twice a month.
a month.
So rough numbers, that's $4,000 a month times 12 it's half of our transfer station bill,
It's
disposal
yes.
cost.
Yes. And, you know, realistically, the town is eating that cost for the people, because we're not by far making that cost to the townsfolk in that volume.
And we're not selling that many transfer station stickers to cover
Nope.
that.
Right.
No,
Where we should be because it costs to dump that material.
So I say let it stand the
Okay.
way we have it
I'm okay with that.
until there's appropriate pushback.
And I'm okay with that.
It's the mattresses, it's the ACs,
It's
the
propane tanks. It's, you name it that's getting thrown in there that's going to cost the town. So as of July 1st, as it stands, those open top containers will go away, and it'll just be the trash that will be a service to the town folks.
recycling too.
And recycling materials.
And the swap stop will become an issue within a month.
Yes, it will. And we'll have to discuss that because a lot of stuff gets thrown out of there. And I'm sure everybody knows that's always been a thorn in my side, having the swap shop. Yes, folks like it. But in the end, the town ends up throwing a lot of stuff away that's in that building. So
That's the exact reason it ends up in that building is because people don't want to
then
waste it plus pay
That's
to
correct.
dispose of it.
that's correct. Then the other side of the coin is waste oil. I know we got or had some 5-gallon pails of waste oil that was not appropriated in the right spots. And again, if one of those containers was to spill and leak anything over a gallon, you would have to call in a hazmat team or hazardous waste because
Yeah,
soil
that's
contamination.
big.
That's big money. That's big money. Yes, Steve.
Yeah, just, because I assume it's appropriate for us to make public comments at this time.
If it's involved with the open tops, yes.
Okay. I suspect, but I don't have documentation to prove that much of the problem with, well, with the air conditioners, there were 2 of them on the outside as if people were setting them up for other people to take them as part of the swap shop. And some of the other problems are, I'm going to assume, weren't community members, but someone died, someone was cleaning out the house, and they took everything and dumped it. And not to degrade the people working there, but they probably may or may not have confronted the people at the time when they did it. And one way to address it, if you put the open tops back, is put cameras there so that they would report if somebody put something in and didn't take it out. And then the town would charge that person, because you would see who it is and know who to bill them for it. And if push, I mean, it's a little expensive, but if push came to shove, you could do a lien. I'm not talking about tires or oil, I'm just talking about the 2 open, you know, for the metal pile. And I would presume that you may make money on the metal pile, but not on the construction pile.
We make money on the metal pile. It's
We're
but
very
it
little.
negates by the fact you got to pick it up and haul it. The transportation of that scrap metal back almost negates a good portion of the scrap.
Yeah, it's really a courtesy for people for the metal container. I don't know if the town may make $100,
Right,
if that, on the metal container.
right.
So
Well, it
it's
subsidizes it because anybody that wants to get rid of metal or, you know, the construction material, if you will, the only place they have to go then is to haul it to Hubbard's.
yep.
Or Gleason.
Or Gleason.
We're on Gleason,
And, you know,
and Hubbard charges $180 a ton. So
Like a $20. It was like a $20 minimum.
yeah,
So
you know, I've
if you're coming in with a pickup, you're not
Yeah,
going
I've
to get the full
taken
ton.
3 or 4 dump truck loads now to Hubbard's. I think my biggest bill was $42 to dispose of it.
right,
So
but it's taking all that time.
it is,
And,
but
you know,
again, you know,
again,
the transfer station is not even supposed to take anything with Freon or the gases in it.
Right,
And,
that's
and
understood.
if they think it should be going into the swap shop, I don't think we should even allow that because we know what happens there as well. So,
I'm not arguing that, I'm just saying that's what it looked like for the two
So-
air conditioners that were sitting. They weren't in the dumpster, they were sitting on the concrete
I
pad.
guess I'll have to put it this way.
It doesn't matter if they're in the dumpster or not, it's still
Right.
finable.
But
It's still a
and
finable.
then the people working there should have told the individual not to do it, so that I'm gonna say it's a lack of training.
I guess I
Or
won't.
fear of them
I won't-
confronting.
It's
Argue
no,
that?
it's a lack of, that they don't have time when there's 10 cars that pull in all at once.
If
and-
not more.
If not more.
As we said, we're gonna leave it stand unless the community decides to get together and put a petition to the board to change their decision, going forward. So, as of July 1st, the 2 open top containers come to an end, unfortunately. And I don't wanna be negative about it, but it's just a lack of respect for what is required for the
Right.
transfer station.
I'm not arguing that, but I'm just saying you also haven't gotten enough facts as to what is or who is causing the issue. And, you know, it could be 80% of, I'm making up a number now, 80 or 90% of the town that are following the rules properly, and only only a few people that
You're right.
are. And so you're gonna penalize the whole
But
town,
this is
but
our,
you can't
this is
figure
our,
out who's doing.
this is our second non-compliance from the state.
Well, that's what I'm suggesting.
Okay, this is the third non-compliance from the state.
That's
So-
what I'm suggesting a camera
So,
to identify people who are doing it, because I'm sure you would recognize them and be able to
so,
And then you gotta ask,
charge them.
you recognize them? I mean,
we've gone,
I've got cameras at work and like, it's a deterrent, but it's not an enforcement measure because we're not able to go back and
you know, then,
Well,
chase
you don't-
down people for stickers.
then to have good
Right.
cameras, you have to have internet service, and there's a lot of other expenses that'll go along with it.
Right.
So,
The only reason I'm suggesting it
And that 20%
avoids the,
that might be the ones that cause it, it's still gonna affect the whole town if we get a $10,000 or $20,000
absolutely.
fine for it. So it's not just that, it's penalizing
And
the 80%, but that 80% is gonna be the ones ending up paying for it in
And
the
you know-
long run.
And as we've discussed, I know.
Not to mention the 50% that don't use the transfer
That's
station.
right.
Correct. And,
Exactly.
and as we discussed before, the next step for this board, as it sits today, would be to eliminate the transfer station totally from the town, which will save the town probably $80K a year in lost revenue, and have it hired out to a different firm that when you come in, you pay whatever they get.
And they're only gonna offer the municipal bagged waste. and
Correct.
recycled.
They're only gonna take the municipal bag waste, and it's probably $5, $6 a bag. So,
That was $5 a bag last year, so it's
Yeah.
probably $6 this
so,
year.
that's the next step. Yes,
Mark and Timoth, they have a card. My nephew lives there. You pay so much and you get this card, and when you come in, they check what you brought and then they stamp your card.
yes.
And that's,
A lot of them do that. Wallingford, I think, does the same thing. I
Yeah.
looked at them.
and the swap shop's nice, but it draws attention away from the employees. When their back is turned,
I agree.
that's when people throw crap, like the mattresses, into the dumpster.
I agree. And
Or when they're in the
and
bathroom.
as I said, it's been a thorn in my side
Yeah.
from the time
$80
that
for
it
what?
got put back in. And trust me, I would not hesitate to eliminate the swap shop. But
Yeah.
there's been just enough people that have told me that they like it, they use it. Whether it's being used appropriately or not, I'm not there every day that the transfer station is open, so I could not tell you that.
Mark, what did it cost cost Bovee to take those mattresses into Hubbard's? Was it $80 or
No, we, Casella's charged us
Casellas?
They charge us direct.
$200
$200 a mattress.
$200 a piece. So the mattresses or box springs that got thrown in there cost the town $600 to get rid of, on top of 3 air conditioners that went to Gleason that cost $40 a piece.
Those
we all
mattresses
pay
don't go in the
taxpayers
landfill
for
very well. They
No.
just get bunged right up in the
Yeah.
They're actually boxing them now into
Cleaning.
a
Incinerator.
trailer and
I
taking
don't
them
think they're even
to.
allowed.
Who's it, fellas?
No, they're taking them somewhere out in Maine.
So
Shit.
that's the issues that has arise from the open top containers. I am sure it's making an inconvenience for people.
Garbage is.
Yes, it is
No matter
period.
how
But
you
it
look at
may, this one change may make that loss of the transfer station, close that gap quite a bit, dollar
Correct.
wise.
Dollar wise, it
Close
will.
this down,
Yeah.
It will.
just because
Which would be good from a perspective
You
of
know,
the
it,
budget.
it may cut our losses strictly in half, if not more, by doing this. So, stands as it is.
On that,
Nope, go ahead.
are you going on the transfer station or?
No,
On the report, it mentions a closure estimate that we'll have to,
Go finish.
But we're not closing the whole thing, we're only.
no, but
No,
Sections.
but I've already sent, so Mark produced
To
the
the state.
letter.
Okay,
and I've
you've
sent
already got
the
it.
audit.
Just wanted to make
So-
sure.
So that element is done. They haven't responded.
They probably won't.
it-
Hey, Mark.
Yes.
Same people who are disrespecting the open containers are gonna disrespect the back roads too. I could see this coming. If they were already doing it when we had the containers, I've seen on Shunpike, they're throwing tires and everything else.
Yeah,
So maybe we should crack down on them if we do catch them or report them. And
Absolutely.
really hit the shit out of them with fines or something, because I'm
Absolutely.
livid about this. And we take these away, people are just gonna start burning stuff. They're already talking about burning the mattress and taking the springs and putting it in the steel, you know? Like,
people
I
have.
understand what you're up against. I'm really proud of what we're trying to get, do here. Very proud with what happened with the streets. Clifford, kudos to you, brother.
Yep.
But,
You know, the
see,
board,
these are people that are not a good steward of the planet.
Yeah, they're gonna
I try my best, but
Yeah.
you know, sometimes like the steel one, there's plastic on it, you know, what's acceptable? The state's got a lot of damn gall too to, push to what they're doing, cause they can't make up their mind. I went to Rutland to the, just for instance, the, recycle place, and I asked them, hey, what's the protocol? A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, black, white. They couldn't really answer me.
right.
You know, it changes daily, and they're the ones that are gonna put the fines out to us. Maybe we should look into, suing the state.
Yeah, and the state,
There's gonna be litter, you know it too.
again, as I had said, I hope people are responsible enough to take care of
I'm proud of my town.
their trash in an appropriate manner. And as the state has fines for that, God help them, because it's a $500 fine.
I'd like to see it go up to 1,000, easily,
I wouldn't argue that.
you know?
Steve, you had a,
I just, final
Thank
comment,
you.
I respectively disagree with your decision. And I feel you're penalizing the whole town for 1 or 2 people.
Exactly.
potentially, and again, as
That's all I'm gonna say.
as I said, right now, the board has made that decision. It's gonna stand unless the town folks get enough signatures to come back to us and ask us to rethink this.
One more thing, I think it'd be a good idea to have the, who's ever in charge of rubbish, you know, from the state to come and have a talk with us and tell us, you know, how this is being implemented, because
I know
I'm
the
not
state,
sure what's really going on here. I'm listening, and I'm not blaming you guys. I know it's the state.
It's really not the state,
It's not the state,
it's the contractors that haul the garbage.
yes.
Casellas.
I
APF.
think it's the state, because you're not allowed to put the mattresses
Yeah.
in
Who
the
are the
landfill.
fines going to?
It's collectively all of us, we
Who are the
generate
fines
trash.
going to? Are they going to the contractor, or are they going to the state? The fines. for, you know, dumping illegal stuff?
It's state.
It's going to the state?
It's state.
Okay. Well, there
So
you go.
unless the sheriff catches them on the side of the road in Mount Holly, then
Then
it'll
it's-
go, part of it'll
then
go to the
it's,
town. So, again,
They're gonna maintain any
so
back road,
we'll
parking
finish
areas.
up Clinton.
They're on other
Uh,
property.
We got the RFP for paving grant for Hortonville Road. Jeff said that he's gonna put it on the website, so.
I put it on the state website, but if Faith, you can put it on just the town announcement page,
Yeah.
just posted for public. We typically don't post that in the paper, just the state website, all the contractors look there, so. And I emailed it directly to Basin, Pike, and Fuller, which is the people we usually email. We got requested 4 quotes, at least.
That's all I have for this second.
Mark,
Yes.
where does all the garbage go that's not zero sort? Who gets that? Anybody?
It goes back to Casella, Hubbard's. They take it and they determine on where it's going to go.
So
I
they
know the
determine-
material that I've been taking to Hubbard's
Yeah.
goes over to Hoosick Falls to the incinerators.
Wow.
So it depends on the material.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Okay, town treasurer's update. Mark?
Okay. Hi. Trying to catch up and figure out what's going on, as I'm sure is not a surprise. I think we're in fairly good shape for this fiscal year, which ends in 3 weeks. We're not going to go over budget, I believe. I've got some grant money that's come into the account, about 60,000-70,000. Some expenses that I don't think have been locked in yet, but I'm finding those slowly but surely. Workers' comp audit was done last week. Unemployment audit was done last week, so we're good on those things. And meeting with the banker tomorrow to hopefully figure out where all our money is. And hopefully by next month I'll be able to be a little smarter about what I report. And Kate said I'm supposed to give you these.
Did you produce a report?
Report?
Did you print out?
No.
monthly? Okay.
What was I supposed to produce?
Yes, monthly expense,
Oh, no.
profit and losses.
I can do that real quickly while you're going on.
Is there any major issues that you see in any way, shape, or form, or influxes within?
My answer to that is I don't know, and I don't know that we will know that quickly. Got a call from the banker today about a loan that should have been paid. I can't find any record that it had. So the answer is I just don't know yet. I haven't been looking at this long enough to.
The only thing I have is with that paving RFP, we were gonna take some funds that were remaining in the retreatment budget from this year and use it for that. Likely the paving won't occur until the paving's not gonna occur until the new fiscal year. I think in years past, we had a pavement fund. I don't know from a bookkeeping standpoint if we need to move it into that fund, because I don't want it to show up as a surplus.
Right.
I wanna be able to
It should-
use
it
that
should-
money.
It should be moved into the paving.
So to be honest, I mean, right now, just looking, I just put the tax revenue in for the year. It was never in the budget. So right now, I'm looking, we only have $150,000 left for the month of July. June.
Yeah, this was 50 grand left on the retreatment.
Okay.
I can point out to the
Yeah.
line items after.
Yeah, yeah.
We just,
Well, it's not a matter of, I mean, the line items are relatively clear, but whether the expenses were correctly put to those line items,
yeah.
that's the part that,
Well, we also have I've got some grants, reimbursements coming in that, to the tune of, you may have seen some of them
I
already.
think I have those.
Yeah,
They haven't been entered yet, about 60,000.
that should help with the income.
Yeah. Reimbursement for the generator.
That one came, it did come. Nice.
Yeah, 24,899.
NRCS, USDA, like 12 grand.
I
Why
got
not?
34 grand for highways,
That's probably MRGP or something.
That would be our.
10.4 for reappraisal, and then another 3,800 with no notation of what it's
Yeah.
from FEMA.
I've got some planning grant ones that I've just got to fill out the request, and you'll probably see those in like 3 or 4 weeks.
Do you want me to print out a profit and loss one?
Yes.
Yes, if you could,
Yeah.
it'd be great.
Before
He
I
should
see.
do the assistant treasurer.
Yep.
Before you do that, do the
You
assistant
what?
treasurer.
Assistant treasurer.
Oh,
Announcement.
I'd like to appoint Todd Augustine to continue in the job.
I don't think that's fine.
We don't, no, it's your appointment. We don't have to make a
Yep.
motion for that,
Yep.
so.
For right now, she's doing great. Yep.
Okay,
I'll get
awesome.
back with you.
Well,
B&L.
congratulations, Don.
Thanks, I think.
Yes, Steve.
Different question, do
It's
you
low
know
at the
for
top.
next year what your schedule is for paying the school? The reason I'm asking is tomorrow I have a meeting, and one of the issues is a line of credit or a loan to cover funds that are due for our, Ludlow, Mount Holly school system.
I would say it's going to continue.
I don't know what that schedule is.
I don't,
We
I
don't
would say
either.
match.
I don't either.
previous.
What's the question?
The school
Well, it may be
payments.
too early for you to have that answer.
No, but
I can tell you what the schedule was for this year. It was no payments in July and August, and then a monthly payment, roughly between $550,000 and $600,000 every month, except for September when it was only $300,000, and June when it's $251,000.
All right, so for 9 months, it's how much?
Between $550,000 and $650,000.
And then for the other months, September,
That was $300,000,
I'm sure
and June is 200.
I'm sure the school board knows that.
Yeah, they have.
They have all that because
Yeah,
right,
they,
oh, no, I'm sure they do, but I was just wondering, but that also.
No, I'm sure they have it.
That would include Ludlow, so I'm just curious what ours was, because I know it came up last month.
Yeah, I couldn't.
As an issue.
We couldn't tell you how the breakup of Ludlow Mount Holly is.
Right.
We only know the total payment.
Okay, no, I'm just trying to
Yep.
gather information.
One more quick,
Yes, Mark.
my computer is updating itself on its own, so as soon as it stops, I'll get you the report. Dawn has requested, as we're getting ready for taxes, purchase a cash counting machine, which will make it a lot faster during tax counting season. Is that something I need permission from you guys?
That would come out of your office expenses.
Okay.
Okay, there, you're gonna print the report.
Yep, soon as I can.
We'll come back to that.
Yep.
And we'll point it down. Okay, listers report, Mary?
Well, the listers have been pretty busy. We had the drive-arounds in the fall, which we checked on all the building construction registrations, the additions, and anything that we found. And we had reassessments done in the early spring. And we have since sent out recently, the 2nd of June, we sent out the change of appraisal notices to all those people that had changes. And on those letters, it also, along with it, we send an application for the grievance process. And grievances are set for June 19th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So we've been busy keeping all that paperwork in order.
June 19th.
19.
June 19th.
The federal holiday.
Yeah, it is a federal holiday.
Yep, not for listers. If you want to grieve, you'll come on your holiday. And that's one of the only days that we all have available. And we have a time constraint, so things have to be done so that things will be ready to flow for the rest of the year. The abstract has been printed and
lodge.
we've been lodged. Thank you. I'm still learning. And after a few years. And we've been in some trainings and We're pretty much caught up at this point.
Good. Any questions for Mary?
Good.
Mary,
Sounds
thank
like
you.
everything's rolling right along. We're working on it.
Planning Commission update? Okay, we're gonna move along. Okay, new business. Belmont General Store liquor license.
You guys just need to approve it.
Belmont Store liquor license?
Oh,
It's a yearly
Yep.
renewal, so is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that we renew the Belmont store liquor license.
I'll second it. The ayes?
I
Aye.
Mark, if I could just get the three of you to sign one of those copies.
You got it.
Great.
Just anywhere.
Yep, anywhere on it.
Okay, VLCT special meeting designation of voting delegate.
So there is a meeting regarding changing or incorporating VLCT and changing the bylaws. The meeting is on June 22nd in I think at 3 p.m. The main issue they're trying to address is to establish themselves to be able, perhaps, if it's cost effective, to offer health insurance to VLCT members. I have said that I could attend it. It's a remote meeting,
Okay.
but I would need your authorisation to be given voting rights.
I'll make a motion to have Faith allowed to attend that meeting.
I'll second that.
The ayes?
Aye.
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 Thank you, Faith.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay, Board of Adjustment vacancy.
So,
Thank you. So we have
thank you.
an opening for the Board of Adjustment vacancy. We got 3 openings?
No, it's just one opening.
Okay, 3-year
For a
term.
3-year
Yeah,
term.
I was gonna say.
No, and the 2 alternates.
Well, the 2 alternates,
They're up
it
also.
says, ending June, what?
June.
June 30th.
Oh, 30th, is that what that says?
Does that say 30th or?
Yeah,
Yeah, it says
Diana's
both.
handwriting.
That's not mine, June 30th, that's not me. The other part is, I didn't write the 23, 24, 20, those are David's
30th,
writings.
It is. It almost looks like both, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
I think that's my writing.
I have no idea why the alternates are working out
Ending
here.
June 30th.
It's just the way the thing was set up.
So the alternates are
Do now.
due as well.
Afraid so.
Okay.
I have, like I said, I spoke to Faith, I have no problems, but I don't know how to change it so that they don't all come up at the same time.
So
But
we have 2 alternates, if I'm not mistaken, and 1 3-year term
right.
that are up. So I would ask if anybody is interested.
I think we have to advertise.
Yeah, we have to
That's what I'm getting
advertise.
to. If anybody is interested, if anybody is interested, put a letter to the board to express your interest to
That worked out well.
2 alternates in 1 3-year term
Open it
for the Board of Adjustment, please.
I responded to somebody, and I don't remember if it was Faith.
And the alternates are 2 years.
Okay,
The alternates are
that I
two.
would be willing to continue on as one of the alternates, but it probably didn't go to Faith, and it probably could have, but I can send something.
Please send it to the select board.
And I'm gonna blow it, I keep saying Julie. The one that replaced David as an alternate. Julie? Hey, I got it right for once. Does she have to reapply, because you
Yes.
just appointed her
Yes.
last month?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Just
So
asking.
we have 1 3-year term and 2 alternate terms for 2 years. So anybody that has any interest for the Board of Adjustment, please send a letter of interest.
Yeah.
Back to
Yes,
the monthly income and expense.
yes.
I think for next month, we just dig up one of the old ones
Yes.
and show them what is
Is
normally
this not
printed.
what you wanted?
It's part of it, but
Part of
it's
it.
a little different.
Yeah,
Did notice,
This is profit and
This
loss.
is the profit and loss, and they have another one that's
The other,
the monthly
yeah.
expenses and the budgets and stuff.
The monthly.
well, so, all right. I mean, that brings up, I don't know that anything was budgeted to the proper lines. Like, there was no income budgeted for the entire fiscal year. I just put it in now, $7 million in revenue. So, yeah, there's that. But I know which report you mean.
I think on the last page, I would double check 67000. I'm guessing we bought some culverts, but it shouldn't go to that. If that has to do with bridge fund or culvert fund, I don't know. We didn't have any. That would have been meaning we would have spent money out of that fund. That fund's more for like
If it's a
capital.
culvert- If it's a culvert bill lately, it should be going under summer materials.
Summer road materials has $5,000.
Oh, this is the issue.
Yeah, that's what I mean, just so he can see what we have and then we can print the same one.
Can I see it, John?
It's just a different format. There's probably 14 reports that you can print.
Yeah, this is over budget, all right. I've done this for the, yeah, I have that actually.
Plus, there's other things like on page 2, there's public safety general fund. I think the revenue from that opioid settlement probably needs to go in a different spot, but
So that's the report I have right here for the entire fiscal year.
okay.
But if you look at the budget, you can just see from a distance that things weren't budgeted to every single line. They were just budgeted to, it seems like, and there was no revenue budgeted. I didn't do this, so it's sort of like trying to get into somebody's brain
Yeah,
when you
and
walk into a job.
we're getting into a few people's brains, I think. 'cause-
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the first?
And a few people's lack of brain. So I think this is part of the
I'd like to go back to
conversation
that
I'd like to
one. I
have.
haven't been. I can email you one from
Yeah.
like back
Okay.
when Liz was doing in January, so you can see.
Okay. Anything stand out to you for the profit and losses off the top of them, what Jeff has brought up?
What stands out to me is I don't feel qualified to make any statement on that yet. I know, for example, the loan payment for, I'm assuming the payment was made, but I don't know where or how, for the town, the highway building that we borrowed 20 years, 15 years ago. Those payments aren't reflected anywhere, so I just need to. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just.
I think at this point though, I just go back to that paving fund. just because we're coming up on the fiscal year, should do a motion to move it to,
Yes.
so that because next meeting will be New Year. There was a paving fund. We had done this previously in a couple of years back. Essentially, Mark, what we're looking for is what's in the town report.
Yeah.
This was the standard report that we would get.
Okay.
So it's on page 26. Starts on page 26. Yeah, it's just different format.
That's exactly what I have right here. Yeah. But, all right. Okay.
We're used to the same old thing.
No problem.
So I'll make a motion to move the balance of the remaining money in the retreatment fund for this year into the paving fund that's been previously established.
I'll second it. The ayes?
Aye.
Aye.
That's approximately like 55K.
Yeah, that's less. Just under 60. Okay, moving on to the renewal of contracts with Rutland County Sheriff's Department.
I did up a spreadsheet of what we've spent so far this year. And it does include Chris Pratt's calls for follow-up in the animal control portion, as well as it does include the radar device that is in the speed enforcement section. And right now, we're right on par of what the cap is, and we got 2 more months to go.
I think there was.
There is a cap in the contract,
Yes.
which we have already exceeded, I think, and I'm not quite sure how that should be handled.
11,237 to 10,000.
That includes radar sign and some other stuff.
That which
Let's
wasn't some of that under a grant.
We were gonna do like opioid monies and
Correct.
Right.
Towards the radar sign and so forth. So, I think the radar sign,
Is in the wrong area?
it shouldn't be part of this.
Okay. Well,
It is for, speed enforcement and breakdown.
Right.
But I don't believe it goes towards the sheriff's cap. So, which would change that 11,237.22 down by 3,000. Because that was,
we also added on the animal control about a third of the way through the year,
Correct.
which we just
Correct.
decided that was necessary.
we had no takers
Yeah.
on
So
animal.
it's not surprising that we're gonna be.
Well, no, the contract was only signed in September, but it included the animal control.
Right.
This
Right.
one would be for the full year.
Yeah, the new contract for the law enforcement, for the sheriffs, is $63.26 per hour, billed monthly, capped at $10,880 on this contract. And I know we budgeted for that, I believe. So, I don't have it in front of me.
It's back on.
But again, this is all negotiated, again, for the cost of fuel. If it continues to increase, their dollar value will go up per hour. Did you have that?
I'm looking for the budgeted item. Animal control officer. Close that out, no, because it was in somewhere else.
It should be under speed control, animal control.
Speed enforcement, 6,500, and animal control, 7.
7,000.
So
So it's within budget.
it's within budget. So this is the new contract it's due again. The sheriff is going to do the patrolling of the town for speed enforcement. They're doing the animal control enforcement as well. And again, it's $63.26 per hour billed monthly and a cap of $10,880. So I'll ask, is there a motion to,
I'll make a motion that we accept the law enforcement contract at $63.26 per hour with a cap of $10,880 for the year.
is there a second?
I'll second it.
The ayes?
Aye.
Aye.
It looks like it was, the cap last year was, cap for the current one was 10,363. So if you back that money off, we're still
Yeah, we're still tracking good.
over budget, but tracking to what the contract was for.
Yes. Okay, fire protection, town office and town garage.
Cintas, who we got our nice, thankful uniforms from, they do fire protection. They do the fire extinguishers, the emergency lights. They can't do alarm systems in the state of Vermont yet. They're working on it, but I did not realize that a lot of our stuff is expired and needs to be updated and whatnot. But they gave us basically a service charge of, and this is a yearly cost. It's not a monthly cost. It's $115 for the service charge for the year. The annual inspections for the fire extinguishers are $10. The tamper-proof seal, because there's, I guess the fire extinguishers are supposed to have that. Emergency lighting, the exit light inspection load tests. I know the one in here needs to be fixed. And then the recharging of the fire extinguishers. So you're looking at $156.
Does that put extinguishers in trucks or?
All the extinguishers that the town has. It's the ones all by the service doors up there. There is only one in the town office,
About $190 worth.
and there's supposed to be one more here. But
Yeah, I got toppled off that day.
Yeah. So what was the yearly?
it's
The service is $115 a year, but if they need to do stuff, that's the
additional
additional
$10.
prices. The $10, the $1.50,
We have 10
But for the
extinguishers.
fire,
It's $100.
Yeah.
It's about, well, it's about $190.
but
Just-
for,
I would-
if you go to page 5, the fire extinguisher that I need to have for the town office is $120.
To buy it and then you can recharge it
Yes.
subsequently. Yeah.
And
it's made for,
yeah, I just
it's
need, I
made
got one, but I
for
need one more.
Documents.
documents and stuff like that. So it's not, it won't.
It's special.
I would just want to make sure that equipment has extinguishers, and if we're going to do this, that we make sure
Everything does have extinguisher in it. Extinguisher.
and verified, inspected,
Yeah.
recharged.
Right.
Yeah, they got an expiration shelf life anyways.
And if they can recharge them, then that's
Right.
cheaper than.
Absolutely.
And what
right
they
now,
do,
we're at-
what they do is if they need to be recertified, they take the extinguishers and put new ones in. So.
That's a no-brainer. You need fire protection because it's a whole lot cheaper than buying, you know, a $300,000 truck again that'll take you 3 years to get.
Make sure the extinguishers are secured in the
Right.
trucks.
Yeah, well, they have to, when you get them inspected, they can't be just
No.
rolling around in there.
Florida.
No,
What's that?
Dump truck.
And this is
Like 3 years.
so this is only a yearly agreement, so they will ask us if we want to continue
Right.
or not.
Right.
So we're not locked into
And
no
they drove it all
4 or
over.
5 years.
That would come out of the maintenance budget, I believe. So,
Ladder truck.
is there a motion?
Make a motion, we go with Cintas for our fire protection needs for the town office as well as for the town garage equipment.
And then purchasing another extinguisher.
Right, we'll be purchasing another extinguisher and whatever we need that fulfills the requirements.
Is there a second?
I'll second the motion.
The ayes?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, old business, local emergency management plan, LEMP annual update and approval.
Annual local emergency management plan, if like we have a natural disaster, we use the plan to help us guide us through the emergency. It's kind of a tool for the last flooding event, mainly from the contact list, so I made sure all the contacts in here are up to date. Had to remove Mr. Johnson from it. Added Mr. Austin to the planners, one of the planners, which included him in the update, emailed it out. So I think I'd like it to be adopted and then I'll send it on to the state for final approval. No real major changes, just contacts.
Is this where you designate the school and the hall?
Yeah, no changes to our shelter. It's the same.
Still a generator, but I know we've talked about it before. Thank you.
I did add the generator as there's like NIMS equipment, which is like equipment that's available. So I added that because that was one new piece of equipment we got in the past year. And I took your edits. You had a couple comments. I made sure I incorporated those.
Right. So I make a motion, we adopt the local emergency management plan, municipal adoption.
I'll second the motion.
The ayes?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll sign it, send it back, if that's okay.
Sounds good?
No, thank you, Jeff. Okay, moving on. Dog license update.
We have 17 dog owners and 21 dogs. Out of the 17 dog owners, one is still under doctor care. And I also gave you a warrant to impound unlicensed dogs if you guys decide to go that way. I have left messages with all them and have not heard back from them. And I did tell them the list was being turned over to the select board.
Carol, this letter, this is something you would mail to them? We would have to let the sheriff know about it.
No, I don't mail this. This is what you guys would sign, and it goes to the Rutland County Sheriff's Department.
So that would be us adopting.
Well, you actually have it in the ordinance to do it, so.
Yeah, destroy them.
Yep.
Yes.
But that's what I'm saying, it all depends on how you want to pursue it. There is one person on the list. She says her dogs have their rabies shots. She does not have a vehicle to come in. I told her she can put it in the mail. She goes, nope, when I get my vehicle back on the road, I will come in and register. I'm not gonna argue with her. It's her choice. Because she has the option of putting it in the mail. And then we have the other two that you and Jeff took care of last year. I don't know what to tell you on those. So,
She just passed?
No, the dog.
Oh my God. She's just a young girl, for crying out loud.
I believe Vestala's dog just got put down, so there's one less.
oh, okay. That one's gone, okay.
Oh my gosh.
So,
This dog. I was gonna say, she's just a young kid.
Who's just a young girl?
Emma.
so,
Moving on.
Well,
Yeah,
put the
you-
dog down.
No, but she, I guess, passed away or something.
Oh, the dog?
so is there a motion to warrant to impound unlicensed dogs, which will give the sheriff's department the authority to impound them?
Oh, they won't shoot them. They'll take them to an injection.
I'll say
I gotta ask you a question, Carol. How many of these are on a continuous basis, year after year?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow. I don't think they love the dog, do they?
Are the dogs being cared for, even though they're not like
3 years?
or are they running loose?
Some of them are running loose and causing issues.
So,
Yep. There's a leash law.
I mean,
Some need that, some families just.
Or you guys could see if maybe Faith could have any luck with them, sending her nice little letter.
These guys are
Well, no, she gets her letters sent out, but sometimes it takes almost a year to get the return.
either that or I don't know.
it's,
Because there are fines involved with these too. And the sheriff's department does have our ordinance.
they do, and I know the sheriff department has issued some fines.
Yeah, there's fines.
So I would say
Every day they're late.
yes.
I'm not sure how that works with the sheriff.
It's in there.
Yeah, and we transferred it over to the sheriff.
We
So
transferred it to the sheriff, so I'll
it seemed like this.
let them make that decision.
And you
I'll
can
make a
see what the
motion
dog looks
to,
like if they don't register it. I bet.
to send the sheriffs the warrant to impound unlicensed dogs at their discretion. Is there a second?
I'll
Yeah.
second.
Go ahead.
I'll second the motion.
The ayes?
Aye.
Aye. We'll sign this.
Yep.
Okay, moving on, 250th anniversary events. Dennis?
Yeah. So we're obviously having a parade and a barbecue on the 4th. A lot of things are going on throughout the state and the country. Some towns like Ludlow, instance, are having a parade, and they don't normally have a July 4th parade. So there's lots of things going on. I get information from the state commission, and I have sent it on to the Chit Chat and stuff to be published and stuff. So there's events for the rest of the year. There's events going on and talks and parades and stuff that are all happening on July 4th. And it's called the Semi-Quiscentennial. So if you guys want to say that 10 times, please, if you can.
Where you gonna plant your 250th tree?
We did that didn't catch on a whole lot, you know. They didn't get much. Somebody was pushing that from, was it New Hampshire or Maine?
It's out of New Hampshire.
Yeah, and I never got much response, and I didn't hear any other community really responding. But I mean, if you want some trees, if you want to plant a tree, so I've got pretty good trees. If you want something, you want an oak or something, you know, for the strength of the oak.
That's right.
But there's information coming. I suspect some of it will come in the next few weeks to make the, I hope to make the issue of the, we're advertising, and it's been in the Chit Chat and in the news flash. So as I get stuff, but I think I've said before, next year for our state is a lot bigger. This was the country, but next year it's the state. And I think there'll be a lot more going on. This is what I'm hearing from that 250th commission, which carries on, you know, into next year for the state stuff. And
Thank you, Dennis.
If any questions or not.
The flag, Dennis?
Dennis? Steve had a question?
The flag,
Well,
if they want to buy one to
yeah,
hang?
well, I could mention that. So they got a hold of me a couple weeks ago about a feather flag. It's more like a banner that you put on the side of a building. So I tried to get 4 of them because I thought they were free. And the first one's free, and the others are $100 a piece. So maybe the town would like one for the town office. The
We will, we'll
museum-
take the free one.
No.
The museum already beat you to it.
The museum is getting it tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you where. I thought it was coming here.
Nice try, though.
Here. But I don't know if you guys want one of the feather flags, $100. She mentioned if there were any left, maybe we could have one. But they're not going to be any left for free, I'm sure of that. Every town wants them and stuff. So, I mean, you guys want to take a little collection here, like $5 to $10 a piece, and see if we can afford to buy one for the office, or and anybody want to donate?
Where would we put it?
We don't need one.
Outside the
The
building.
fire department, it just purchased, or just got one made up for the fire department. It's our 80th year. And we got a couple banners made up, but it was not $100. But we'll be flying a banner here, out here, and one up in Belmont.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Any citizens' concerns, comments? Yes, Dennis.
So a few months back, I had brought up, and I hate to bring it up again, but the response was that it's going to happen. We're into June now,
Yeah.
and I think Jeff wanted me to help him put the paint at the intersection, 4-way intersection at the store. We were going to move it to a 4-way stop. I told you before, I don't care if they totally stop, as long as they slow down a little, because I see them kind of slide through. But I think Jeff wanted me to help him put the lines on the thing, and we need to buy a stop sign.
That's part of that
So we can
curbing.
get that stop sign in.
Right, there's a curbing issue by the store, and I can't remember what happened.
Yeah, we were
there.
gonna put the curbing in
Okay.
ourselves as the town.
Well, I know we talked about
Do
it.
it.
You said it was gonna happen, and I'm not,
Yeah,
don't wanna
you
keep
have.
bringing it up, but summer's
We
coming.
were gonna get it from Ludlow because they had a bunch of different
Yeah,
stuff.
it's not,
They got rid of it all probably,
it's all straight.
but they can still do.
You can do like a 30-foot radius. It's
Yes.
great. I think my next step was just to lay it out to see what it would take, how many feet, and
Right.
then we can work on trying to source some curb. But it's like, in order to put the stop, you need to have a sign there too
Yes.
to be
Yeah.
legal, so.
Right, but we have to have the curbing to put the stop sign and the paint. We don't.
I think so, in my opinion,
I
yeah.
think we do.
Come
You
on.
want it,
Yes.
Stop sign would last
Yeah, it would not last
I
long.
mean, at least we could do the 3 that are there now,
We could stripe them again
strike them and paint the stop.
if you had paint.
Yeah. I do.
You can't see them well. But they also say three-way stop. It says, not three-way. It says
We
three-way.
got paint spray.
I think little sign below it says three-way stop. And so
We need
people, if people don't read that, they don't realize that one of the directions is not stopping.
Right, we need to go to a 4-way stop there. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'll try to paint that. I've been meaning to because I talked
If you
to
want.
the store owner in
Yeah.
early spring.
Yeah,
So
if you want, I'll give you a hand, just let me know.
okay.
We're more than happy to.
Try to find some ideas on curbing
Yep.
that are low cost.
Do we have an extra stop sign stored
Stop
somewhere?
sign's the easiest part.
I didn't know if we had one, that's all.
We can
That's,
say
yeah,
it's
that's,
cheap.
Yeah.
150 bucks.
We got them.
yeah. So,
But maybe in the meantime, we just freshen up the markings.
Yep.
I can work with Clinton on that.
any other concerns? Yes.
I just have a question. Have we gotten any revenue from the sheriff's department as far as the traffic speeding tickets?
I reached out to him again, and I still have not gotten feedback on him. So, I see him sitting at Healdville railroad tracks quite often. I shouldn't reveal their spot, but
Maybe you need to go speeding through and then he'll
I
stop
will.
you and you can get
I
answers.
will make a call again and stop there and talk to him personally.
I was just curious.
Could I make a comment as a citizen?
Yes.
The radar sign, is that ever going to be moved to a different location?
Yeah.
Wherever.
Just to,
Yeah, let's
You want to put it down on Hillville?
put it down on Healdville.
Has,
There you
Put it
go.
on Tarbleville, or?
has anybody gone through and pulled any information off from it?
No, I can do that.
We can put it, I'd like to, you can put it right on the corner of my lawn so they can see how fast they're going when they come around. When they come around the
You should see them. Yeah.
I can download that info. It takes
Is
some
it just a
minute.
little card?
You can put
No,
it
I
on
just
an old
do it through
turnpike up on the other end.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we should move it, you know, every
Yeah, we'll move it. I
Every-
can move it tomorrow.
Maybe a couple
Yeah.
weeks.
every
yeah, move it.
you know, a couple of months
Wake
anyway.
people up.
Just
Jim will be
different
down.
locations.
Yeah, because they keep asking about it,
Yep, nope, let's.
but it has kind of helped.
Obviously, if we moved it, we'd get more revenue probably too.
Yeah.
Right,
Your
Joe?
revenue.
Maybe.
So, also, I believe this weekend is the hazardous waste collection at the
Yep, that's it,
Transfer
yeah, this
station.
Saturday, 8 to 10.
Saturday.
Get ready your stuff before July 1st.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of
8
old
to 10.
latex
Okay.
cans.
Okay, any more concerns? Okay, announcements.
Announcements, the town office is going to be closing at 2 o'clock this Thursday. And then on June 23rd, which is this Thursday, the 11th, we're closing at 2. And then on Tuesday, June 23rd, we're closed all day.
Okay. Sign and review the orders. I'm gonna make a motion to go into executive session, Title I, VSA S313A3, for personnel. Is there a second?
I second.
The ayes? Aye.